In all of the northern continent, there were those who were so different that they truly stood apart. The Inuit.
There's a giant that lives in the north. When he blows his breath, violent snowstorms occur. Other spirits live to the east and west. The thunder is the noise of them running across the sky.
They did not trace their origins back to the Great Migration after the last ice age. They came thousands of years later, by sea from the west, long after the land bridge had disappeared, and they settled in a place where the struggle to survive was posed in its starkest form. The Inuit lived with no room for mistakes. It was essential that they use everything they could to survive. From a single caribou came clothes for the winter. Sinews were woven into thread. Marrow was cracked from its bones. And its fat was rendered into fuel. One story shows what the Inuit valued most: a stubborn will to survive and the ingenuity that went with it. An old man was left in an igloo with 2 dogs and little else as his family moved on. But he wasn't ready to die just yet. He fashioned a knife from his frozen feces. He killed 1 dog to feed the other dog and himself. From the skin, he made a coat. From the bones and guts, a sled. Then he hitched up the remaining dog and rode off to rejoin his family. Even the creation legends speak of survival and death.
A woman went to live among strangers. She became a burden. So they put all their belongings into a sealskin boat. They seized the woman and cast her overboard. She struggled to regain the side of the boat, so they cut off her fingers. She screamed her determination to have revenge.
Thrashing in the frigid water, the woman was transformed. She became Sedna, goddess of the sea and the mother of all beasts.
Her thumb became the walrus, her first finger a seal, and her middle finger the white bear. When the first 2 animals see a human, they try to escape. When the white bear sees a man, filled with revenge, he tries to kill the person who he believes mutilated the woman from whose finger he sprang.
Why did they come here? Across trackless miles and through the generations, the Inuit followed the whales and the seals, the caribou and the muskox. They had learned the secret of this land of midnight sun. Behind the harshness, there was an abundance of life. They lived in small clusters, scattered across the top of the world, islands of subsistence in a universe of ice, a people always balanced between life and death.